Alright, welcome to another episode of Drew's Brew Reviews. What I have for you today is yet another beer from Stone. They seem pretty prolific on getting the new beers out there, so I always make sure I try what's new and tasty, and boy, I don't think you can get any newer than this one. What Stone has done is released their Enjoy by beer. This is an IPA that is brewed, bottled, and out to you within a matter of days to get the freshest possible beer that you can. So this particular one is the Enjoy by 02-14-14. So the Enjoy by date is the name of the beer in this case, so they want you to have this by February 14th. Now this particular beer was bottled on January 10th and sent out immediately to the various retailers, and I picked this one up actually 2 days later, and I'm now drinking this on the 17th, so it's been exactly a week from when this beer was bottled, so that is pretty awesome. Expect an incredibly fresh beer and really looking forward to it. A couple of the beer facts on this one. The ABV for this is 9.4%. The cost of this one was about $10 for me, but you could probably find it anywhere from $7 to $12. And the availability is, it's not always released at the same time. It's whenever they brew it and get it out right away. You just kind of have to pay attention for when it's coming out. So this one obviously is available now until this date, so you're not going to see it around for too much longer than that. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this one open and see how it is. Really just crystal clear. It looks like, oh wow, there's nothing really going on with this. No proteins, no nothing. I mean, this is, woo. I don't know if I've ever seen a beer look quite this nice. Gold amber color, copper that's going on here. Really, really nice look to it. Really nice kind of small bubbled creamy head on it. Great looking beer. Really makes you want to drink it. Gonna go ahead and do the aroma for this first. Wow. Incredibly strong, really great citrus hops aroma coming off this. Really fresh. Almost feels like you're holding the hops in your hand and, you know, just kind of rubbing them back and forth to release the aromatics, because that's exactly what's in here. A little bit of a grapefruity resin aroma to this, along with that hop kind of bite in the front, the floral and the soapiness. I mean, this is a really, really great IPA aroma. You distinctly smell all the pieces to it, and it just comes together for just a really, really nice IPA aroma. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one a drink. I'm probably also going to have this a little bit on the cooler side at around, you know, in the 45 to 50 degrees. I'm not going to let it warm up too much. And I want to start a little bit colder on this one just because of how fresh it is. So. Wow, that is a really, really nice, crisp, refreshing IPA. Not too watery. It's on the thin side in the best way possible, where it has a refreshing kind of spring water quality to it that's just really clean, really crisp, really just lets the hops come through. There's this nice hop bitterness that kind of goes over the entire time that you're tasting it. Just kind of starts really bold and then just trails off as you go. Nice citrusy grapefruit kind of front. It has a bit of resin, a little bit of sweetness there, but not too much. And really in the finish, it just leaves kind of a clean, almost creamy hop in your mouth. There's just a slight bit of a tea quality to this, and maybe just a hint of mint that you can get on the finish. The mintiness probably comes from how fresh the hops are in this. If you've ever had a beer with an infuser in it, the infuser in the line, when they draw the beer out of the keg, it goes through the infuser and is hopped at that time. It just filters right across the hops into your glass, so it gets a very fresh hop flavor. A lot of that time you get kind of a tea, slightly mint quality to it. And this really has that infused beer quality, but it doesn't overdo it. Kind of that tea quality, gives it kind of a jasmine floral undertone as well, which is just, it's really nice, really refreshing IPA. This one tastes like an infused beer that's mellowed just the right amount. Still incredibly fresh, but not too fresh in a way. It's not like chewing on a hop, so if anyone is worried that because it's so fresh that this is going to be a massively hoppy, in-your-face bitter fest, it isn't. The resin, the sweetness, and the grapefruit, and that bit of creaminess in the mouthfeel that comes through really tones down that hops, but the hops there, it's crisp and really delicious and makes this a pretty wonderful beer. out of the tulip glass here, very nice, great aromatics, wonderful flavor. I think the added carbonation from the tulip, it just gives it just a little bit creamier, heavier mouthfeel, but still lets it have that nice clean crispness. Now I'm going to try it also out of a snifter and a cider mug and see how those are just as a glass comparison. Alright, well I just had this beer out of the tulip, the snifter, and the seedle or cider mug sitting here, and really it's, I mean, pretty much for any IPA, I found that tulip glass is just the better way to do it. Just captures the hops and the aromatics so much better. Absolutely recommend it if you're a hop head or even a practicing or lapsed IPA drinker. This probably isn't going to bring the non-IPA lovers over to the hop side, but anyone who's even remotely into IPAs, I think it's going to be a refreshing, great beer for you to try, and probably one that you're going to seek out every time that they have it available. I know I definitely am. So, for Stones, 02-14-14, and Drew's Brew Reviews, cheers.
For more beer reviews and episodes, you can go to pintsofinterest.net, on Facebook at facebook.com/pintsofinterest. You can also follow us on Twitter at Pints of Interest for 140-character beer reviews.